Have you ever felt it? That silent moment when your life feels like it's slipping through your fingers, when the noise of the world fades and all you hear is a quiet scream coming from inside yourself. It's not loud. It doesn't announce itself with fanfare, but it's there. A deep, aching voice that whispers, "You can't live like this anymore." It's the moment when you realize that everything you've been doing, the job, the relationship, the routine, the roles you play, no longer fits. Something inside you is cracking. Not a loud fracture, but a slow, inevitable splitting of the life you've been performing versus the life your soul actually needs. This is not an accident. It's not a random crisis. It's what Carl Jung called the call to individuation. A call your soul makes when it can no longer pretend, when it can no longer survive by hiding behind masks meant to please, to conform, to be acceptable. This isn't a moment for comfort. It's a moment for awakening. Many people ignore it. They drown it out with distractions, with responsibilities, with passing pleasures. They scroll on, work, nod, smile. Inside, they feel the hollowness. But some cannot ignore it. And if you are hearing this, you are one of the few who hear it. You are standing on your own truth, whether you know it or not. Think about it. When was the last time you truly listened to yourself? Not the voice telling you to be practical, polite, or productive. I mean the voice that stirs when you are alone, trembling, restless, yearning for something more. That voice is your psyche. And it has been speaking to you in subtle ways through dreams, through moments of boredom, through fatigue and frustration, long before it became impossible to ignore. Modern life trains us to anesthetize this voice. Society tells you, be normal, work, fit in, don't make waves. Stability is praised, obedience is rewarded. But what if this normal life is actually killing something inside you? What if you are alive, but only on the surface? This is exactly what Jung cautioned against. Not chaos, not failure, but you are living a life that is not your own, and you don't even realize it. A life determined by society, by fear, by custom. A life in which you exchange freedom for safety. You're where you trade truth for praise, and you forget who you are over time as you keep going. And that's why the inner collapse happens, not to punish you, but to wake you, to shake you from the illusion of safety and force your gaze inward. The discomfort, the despair, the exhaustion, it's not weakness. It's your soul saying, enough, time to stop pretending. And then something amazing starts to take place. All of a sudden, life begins giving you signals. Not random, not coincidences. A book comes at the right time. Here's a conversation that hits a note you can't not pay attention to. A song you burst into tears listening to for no discernible reason. Even a video like this can be placed precisely where you needed to see it. Jung named this synchronicity the unconscious speaking through symbols and subtle nudges. These signs are not just coincidences. They are your psyche's way of leading you forward. But to follow them, you must act. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient, now. Because this is the moment of crossing the threshold between the life you've been surviving and the life you are meant to live. The crossing is terrifying. It requires confronting your own shadow, the fears, the regrets, the suppressed desires, the grief, the anger, the shame you've avoided for years. It requires leaving behind the safety of the persona you built, polite, functional, smiling. That persona kept you alive, but it is now a cage. And cages are comfortable until they suffocate you. Fear will rise. Resistance will appear. The ego will whisper, you can't, you're not ready, it's too risky, you'll fail. This is natural. The ego fears change, but the soul does not. The soul wants life, true life. And the truth is, the fear you feel is the sign that you are exactly at the right place. The fear is the doorway. On the other side lies authenticity. Real transformation begins here. Not with self-help hacks, not with temporary distractions, not with waiting for someone to rescue you. No one will. The leap is yours alone. And the first is radical responsibility. Believe that your life, your healing, your freedom is in you. You cannot outsource them. No one can do this for you. This is not blame, it's empowerment. Until now, you may have been waiting for approval, for permission, for the world to recognize your worth, but the world will not act on your behalf. Your liberation begins when you stop waiting and start acting. When you look at the fear, the emptiness, the despair, and say, I am going to move through this, even if I cannot see the path ahead. Pain, restlessness, longing, anxiety, grief, all of it is not a curse. It is your psyche giving you a map. It is the language of transformation. Every sleepless night, every tear, every ache in your chest is a guidepost pointing toward your authentic life. Jung referred to the process of individuation as one of becoming unburdening from what is not true and an assuming of what is. It's messy, it's slow, it's uncomfortable, it's often lonely, but it is necessary. And it's not just survival that is being targeted as a reward. It is presence, it is meaning, it is acceptance that you are living as you were meant to live, not as the world expects you to. You may never feel completely ready. No one does. But readiness is not the point. Exhaustion of the old life is. Frustration, despair, emptiness. They are your allies. They are the bridge. They are the fire that melts the shell that trapped your soul. And now, the signs will continue to appear. People, symbols, conversations, books, videos, they will cross your path at just the right moments. Pay attention. Listen. Do not ignore them. The unconscious is guiding you. Trust it. Let it lead you through fear, through uncertainty, into life. Because on the other side of fear lies the life you were meant to live. The life you postponed for comfort, for approval, for predictability. The life where you are fully awake, fully present, fully yourself. It is waiting. But only if you choose to step, only if you choose to cross. And here is the most essential truth. The crossing belongs to you alone. There is no savior, no guide, no external force that will relocate you or save your ass for you. The responsibility is yours. But such responsibility is no punishment. It is a privilege. It is the acknowledgement that you have the power to create your own destiny, to heal your own soul, and to walk in your truth. So, what will you do? Will you continue to live in the cage, anesthetized by routine and distraction? Or will you choose the unknown, the fear, the leap? The pain you feel is real. The fear is real. But so is the life waiting for you on the other side. And it is magnificent. Write it down. Say it out loud. I choose to cross. Not for anyone else. Not for me. Not for the world. For you. For your soul. For the life that is yours and yours alone. You are not broken. You are awakening. You are being called. You are being invited into the full spectrum of yourself. And the first step begins the moment you decide to move. Your real life, the life of authenticity, presence, and meaning, is just beyond the fear. And it begins now.